Shalom, shalom to the elect of the nation of Israel, the elect of Yahushai. As always, Kal Halal La Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai, Baha, Rechaha Kodash. Double honor to the elder apostles of the great millstone who rule and teach well in the scriptures, leading the flock by example. Peace, blessings, and salutations goes out to the Bayath Shah Dawadah, which is the house of David, scattered abroad throughout the four corners of the earth, beginning with the 144,000, which is the governing body of the nation of Israel. Adawan Ratazah, which all that means is Lord willing in the ancient Hebrew. So Lord willing, this lesson is edifying. So, as we all know by now, the attempted assassination attempt, or the attempted assassination on Donald Trump, which took place on Saturday the 13th of July, 2024, which indeed is the hopeful year of Jacob's trouble, and Lord willing, that takes place this year. And we can see many things, happening, and we can see, also many things that are, culminating together to cause more and more unrest and tension, all right, within Esau's kingdom, okay? So, what was my point I was going to make again? Uh, you know, America, it breeds wickedness, all right, and lawlessness, and it's a cesspool of filth and wickedness, okay? And it was Franklin D. Roosevelt who said, in politics, nothing happens by accident. If it happens, you can bet it was, planned that way. Okay? So, hey, ultimately, whether this thing was staged or not, either way, the will of Yahweh Shemashai will be established. Okay? So, in fact, let's get some scriptures and we can go straight into this. All right? More and more information, is coming out and things like that. All right? Let's get Isaiah chapter 19 verse 14, and it reads, "The Lord Yahweh hath mingled a perverse spirit in the midst thereof, and they have caused Egypt to err in every work thereof, as a drunken man staggereth in his vomit." Okay. So yeah, all sorts of, wicked, evil, abominable things happen, in America. Okay. And America's, these nations are seeing how weak it's becoming. Okay. It's morally decaying. Okay. The economy of America is being broken down. Okay. It's in so much debt. All right. And it's getting weaker and weaker. All right. They've got alphabet personnel within their military and things like that. And ultimately, that warlike spirit is not really on, the American soldiers. All right. Unlike, Russian, uh, unlike the Russian soldiers and the Chinese soldiers and things like that. Okay. They're armed up and prepped for war. Okay. So yeah. So how will this assassination attempt be used, by the Republicans and Democrats, all right? Which that goes back to the ancient Roman Empire, of the plebeians and the patricians, okay? And so we'll wonder how that will play out. And you still have our people, Jakes, who are going to rallies, okay? Jake's still voting, which is going off, all right? The majority of our people are putting their trust in this devil, in this system, in this government, okay? There's a group called, and I quote, "Niggers for Trump," all right, supporting DJ Trump. It's retarded, man. Okay, slow bellies, all right. And anyways, the elites, they will use this to their advantage. Okay, they may even shut down any rallies in the near future. All right, so there's going to be more polarization. Okay, all right, a race war is coming, class wars, things of that nature. Okay, and that could all be used. This could all be used to kickstart it off. Okay. There's even some clips, on YouTube showing, that this was all set up, okay? That they could eliminate that shooter. They could have eliminated, the shooter and things like that, okay? So yeah, that it was all planned, it was all a set up, okay? Either way, it doesn't trump Bible prophecy. All right. Let's go to milk scripture in the book of Matthew, the Gospel of Matthew. Yeah, Matthew chapter 24. All right, in the Gospels, the book of Matthew, chapter 24, verse 7, straight to the point, milk scripture. These are the words of Yahweh Shai, because it's in red. And it reads, "For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places." You see? So, ethnicity against ethnicity, nation against nation, race wars. Okay? Alright? We hear also rumors of wars and things like that. Okay? So, World War III is very, very close. We're just waiting for that mandatory implementation of the RFID micro CHIP, the MOTB, to be, mandated on a global scale, man. Okay? Because that has to happen first before World War III can fully manifest itself. Okay? Verse 8, all these are the beginning of sorrows. That's right, man. This is where we are on a prophetic timeline. Okay? Isaiah chapter 59, verse 19 reads, "So shall they fear the name of the Lord Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh Shai." Okay, and it goes back to the names, man. Yahweh, why Yahweh Shai? Yahweh in the ancient Hebrew means he is or he exists. Okay? Right, that's whom the world ignorantly calls God. Okay? And the name of his only begotten Son, whom the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. Right? His name is Yahweh Shai, which means he saves or he delivers, and he's coming back to deliver the elect of the nation of Israel. Alright, so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, the true biblical Hebrew Israelites. Alright, and the Israelite foreign speckled bird. But it's only the elect, that remnant, that the Lord is looking for. Okay? Alright, and the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, man. Okay? And the name of the Lord is a strong tower, the righteous runneth into it and is safe. Okay, not no Jesus Christ, not no Jehovah, not no Yeshua, nothing like that, not no Buddha, Allah, okay, Ahaya, nah, false, okay, it's Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh Shai, Yahweh in the name of Yahweh Shai, okay, and, alright, those are the names for salvation, okay, so shall they fear the name of the Lord, Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh Shai from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun. When the enemy shall come in like a flood, the Spirit of the Lord shall lift up a standard against him. Okay, that's what he's getting prepared and ready to do. All right, okay, he will come in, like a flood. All right, and the Lord will endow his elect men with supernatural spiritual powers to withstand this devil, to withstand those fiery darts from Satan. All right, that he's shooting. Okay, when you go into the word, the Hebrew word, bear with me. Standard, all right. It's Strong's H5127 concordance, and it's Nawas, and it goes into to flee, escape, take flight, depart, disappear. Okay. If you're part of the elect and you have those spiritual powers, you may be able to disappear, you know, teleport from one place to a next. All right. Okay. Flight, run as fast as Flash, faster than Flash. Okay. To take flight, to drive hastily, to cause, to disappear, to hide. All right. Flee away, displayed, flight, hide, flee out, lift up a standard. Okay. So that's what the Lord is gonna endow his elect men with, man. Okay. All right. You see those TV shows like Smallville and these different comic characters and things like that, and the minds behind those. All right. They got those ideas from the Bible, man. Okay. You have uh, yeah, of course you got Superman. All right. You have Spider-Man. You have the X-Men. All right. Those mutants with different powers. Okay. Different abilities, and the Lord will bless his elect with them. Okay. All right. So when we read verse 20, it says, "And the Redeemer shall come to Zion." Okay. Let's go for the word Zion. All right. The Hebrew is Tzion. All right. Another name for Jerusalem, especially in the prophetic books. All right. And the word Tzion means, a monument. Okay. All right. Meaning a monument, and the Lord remembers his people. Okay. Just like you might have a placard or someone on a bench or in a park saying in loving memory of uh, Samantha Smith, you know, because she may, might have, been, put to death or something like that. So that's in remembrance of her. Okay, so the Lord remembers His people, man. All right. And the Redeemer shall come to Zion, and unto them that turn from transgression in Jacob, saith the Lord. Okay, so redemption and forgiveness of sins is only for the nation of Israel. All right. So-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, Seminole Indians, West Indians, and Haitians. Okay. You're Irish and Italian, all right. You're West Africans, so-called. Okay. Got among our people among them too, all right. Scattered among everyone, all right. Okay. But it's the elect that's going to be saved on this go around. Okay. The rest of the nation will make it, you know, in the kingdom through the loins of the elect, all right. Okay. And unto them that turn from transgression in Jacob saith the Lord, and all the elect is going to do that, man. Okay, those who were ordained from the foundation of the world, to receive salvation. Okay, let's go to the book of Second Esdras, chapter 15 and verse 16. Okay, book of the prophet Ezra, Esdras in the Greek. Second Esdras, chapter 15 verse 16 reads, straight to the point, for there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. Okay, and an assassination attempt on the president of the United States, or you know, currently Biden is the president, but the former. All right, as if he's president now. No, sorry, Biden is. All right, that's the ultimate act of sedition. All right, okay. And I don't believe it was a lone wolf scenario. Okay, I don't think it was. Alright, I believe it was a government pawn, that shooter, and things like that. So people are, they're getting riled up. They're gonna basically take matters into their own hands. They're not gonna, regard what their prime minister, their president, their governors are saying, their mayors. They're not gonna regard it at all. Okay, they're gonna just do what's right in their own eyes, and things like that. Okay, so insurrection is coming. All right, insurrection is coming. Okay. And it goes to show you how quickly the Lord can turn things around, man. Remember, Trump said he also wanted to bring the guillotines back? Okay? Don't forget he said that. And he stands by it today. Okay? Don't believe he changed his mind. No, he still wants those guillotines back. Revelation chapter 12, verse 12, and it says, therefore rejoice, you heavens, and you that dwell in them. Woe, meaning destruction, to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea. For the devil is come down unto you having great wrath, because he knows that he has but a short time. Okay? The physical counterpart for the spiritual demon Satan is these Edomites, the so-called WHITE man, like the Caucasian race. Okay, they perform the will of Satan, which is ultimately the will of the Lord, because Satan is represents the left hand side of the Lord. Okay, all right, and Esau gets his orders from Satan. All right, but on the left hand side. So yep, they're basically fulfilling the will of the Lord on the earth. Okay, but they're only going to go so far. All right, especially when it comes to their new world agenda. Okay, and yeah, they know, these devils know they're going down. They know that their kingdom is perishing. They're aware of that, man. So they have to do something. They have to do some things to accelerate this new world agenda. Okay, so the Trump shooting was a marvelous scenario to speed up particular plans that they have. Okay, and we're not ignorant to Satan's devices. 2 Corinthians chapter 2 verse 11 tells you that. Okay, so they're not going to waste a situation like that. Best believe, things will become more draconian. Certain liberties may even be stripped away. All right, and this devil loves to control the narratives, so they'll make false flag events happen, but the outcome ultimately will be the same, man. Okay, so I had this article up, or a few of them. Just typed in Donald Trump news. Okay, and yeah, came across this one. Thomas Matthew Crooks, what we know about Donald Trump's shooter or attacker. Sorry. was 14th of July 2024. The small Pittsburgh suburb of Bethel Park in Pennsylvania is reeling after the FBI named a young local man, uh, Thomas Matthew Crooks, as the person who shot at Donald Trump during a campaign rally and shocked the nation. Investigators believe that Crooks, armed with a semi-automatic AR or assault rifle 15, opened fire at the former president while he was addressing a crowd in Butler, Pennsylvania, leaving one audience member deceased and two others wounded. The 20-year-old kitchen worker was unalived at the scene by a Secret Service sniper, officials said. In his well-to-do hometown, however, neighbors are in shock, seemingly unable to grasp how a quiet young man is now accused in this shooting. Okay, and it's going to go into details of who he is and things like that if you want to read on. Alright, so, you know, things are coming out. Alright, Trump classified, and this is from BBC News, Trump classified documents, case dismissed by Florida judge. Okay. A Florida judge has dismissed the U.S. Justice Department's classified documents case against Donald Trump in a huge victory for the former president just days after a gunman attempted to assassinate him. Okay. Alright. So, yeah. From The Guardian, Trump shooting shows conspiracy theories not confined to right wing. Okay. Soon after a bullet grazed Donald Trump's ear, this was Monday the 15th of July. Soon after a bullet grazed Donald Trump's ear, the conspiracy theory hashtag started appearing, and social media discourse on the shooting was immediately punctuated by staged fake assassination. These were, hashtags, staged shooting, things like that. So of course you're gonna have that line of division between the people, who may believe it to be in a real thing, all right, and those who believe it to be fake, staged, faked assassination, staged, things like that. All right. So we can see, things happening. All right. The country is getting more and more divided. All right. And we know what Scripture says about that. Okay. This is a prophecy, man. All right. A nation divided against a nation cannot stand. All right. Let's get that word divided. Book of Luke, Book of St. Luke, chapter 11. We'll start at verse 17. And it reads, But he, Yahushai, right, knowing their thoughts, said unto them, Every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation, and a house divided against the house falleth. If Satan also be divided against himself, how shall his kingdom stand? Because you say that I cast out devils through Beelzebub. Right? So lots of political tension, throughout Mystery Babylon the Great, which is American in the scriptures. Okay? And that's only exasperated through the Donald Trump attempted assassination. Okay, so things will eventually culminate and spiral out into civil war, man. Okay, this political unrest is building up more and more. Okay, it's building up more and more. All right, America seems to be even more divided now. Okay, and they're desperate, man. You know what? We can get Mark chapter 3, same, thing, but in Book of Mark. All right, get it in the NLT. All right, Mark chapter 3. Verse 23 in the NLT, and it says, Yahushua called them over and responded with an illustration. How can Satan cast out Satan? He asked. Okay. Verse 24, NLT. A kingdom divided by civil war will collapse. Alright. Verse 25. Similarly, a family splintered by feuding will fall apart. Verse 26. And if Satan is divided and fights against himself, how can he stand? He would never survive. Alright, so that's where we're at, man. American society is falling apart before our very own eyes. And when we see these things, we lift up our heads, okay, because scripture says our redemption draweth nigh, nigh meaning close, okay. So the punishment of our iniquity is almost over. Okay, and Esau cannot control the narrative of Yahweh Shem Al Shai. He thinks he can. Okay, but Scripture mentions the deceived and deceiver are his. Okay, so this devil really believes his kingdom is gonna last forever. You know, their inward thought is that the houses shall continue forever, man. Okay, they think they're gonna rule perpetually. That's why they like to make plans in the next 50 years, 100 years. All right, but we're not here another 50 or 100 years. All right, and this devil is nearly out of power, man. Okay, so with that, I'm gonna leave you there. Okay, and say shalom. Till next time, Lord willing, you are edified.